Vendredi pour vin. Mais nous autres, nous y sommes, et nos familles sans pas, voilà kéké. Je passe demain, voilà demain je m'en vais. Mais nous autres, nous y sommes, et nos familles sans pas. J'ai aperçu un moineau là, pas dans un coin, voilà kéké. Je passe demain, voilà demain je m'en vais. J'ai aperçu un moineau là, pas dans un coin, qui confessait trois filles, oh le, verre à la main, voilà kéké. Je passe demain, voilà demain je m'en vais. Qui confessait trois filles, oh le, verre à la main. Commence par la plus vieille pour savoir plus lent, voilà kéké. Je passe demain, voilà demain je m'en vais. Commence par la plus vieille pour en savoir plus lent. Mon père, je m'accuse de l'avoir fait souvent, voilà kéké. Je passe demain, voilà demain je m'en vais. Mon père, je m'accuse de l'avoir fait souvent. Ma prière à l'église, avec mes cousins, voilà kéké. Je passe demain, voilà demain je m'en vais. Ma prière à l'église, avec mes cousins. Ma vie pour pénitence, tu le feras plus souvent, voilà kéké. Je passe demain, voilà demain je m'en vais. C'est ça. En vue, vas-y pour vin. Mais nous autres, nous y sommes, et nos familles sont pas, voilà kéké. Je passe demain, voilà demain je m'en vais. Hey! En vue, vas-y pour vin. Mais nous autres, nous y sommes, et nos familles sont pas, voilà kéké. Je passe demain, voilà demain je m'en vais. Mais nous autres, nous y sommes, et nos familles sont pas. J'ai aperçu un moineau là, pas dans un coin, voilà kéké. Je passe demain, voilà demain je m'en vais. J'ai aperçu un moineau là, pas dans un coin, qui confessait trois filles, oh le, verre à la main, voilà kéké. Je passe demain, voilà demain je m'en vais. Qui confessait trois filles, oh le, verre à la main. Commence par la plus vieille pour en savoir plus lent, voilà kéké. Je passe demain, voilà demain je m'en vais.
Me, I keep my full card here, and if people ask me questions, that at least I could say, okay, I did one painting for one reason, and the reason I could tell the reason why I did it, and so.
Yeah. Had you painted when you were younger, or when did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. When I was little, I used to paint and put my painting on the house, and people used to drive by and take pictures of the painting and everything. And then I used to have a farm. I used to have my farm. I used to paint at the same time. I was taking care of the farm and painting. And I used to have all my painting on the house, and people used to come and take pictures. And so I went 22 years in the fisheries. I worked 22 years in the fisheries, and I worked 11 years in the wood. And then I was working in a sawmill. That's where I needed an operation. I had a cyst on my arm, and I needed an operation. So that's. I went for an operation, and then I couldn't go back to work. So doctor told me I had to quit my job, and I didn't know what to do. So one day at Breton and Paul Joe, I used to paint just for fun, and then Paul Joe came, one of my buddy, and he said, "Why come you don't try that? Try to sell them." Well, I said, "I don't know. I never tried it." And so we called Mary O'Coin. That she came and she looked at the painting. I don't know what she loved it, but and then I kept going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So were you painting most of the time when you were working in other jobs on the side, or were you?
Sometime, not too. When I was working at the plant, I was too busy. But when I was little, I used to paint and put my paint on the house and that. But I never paint. Keep painting every day. Like I was painting once in a while. Something was come to my mind. I said to myself, I got to paint this, and I was painting just for fun. So I painted for a guy in Middle River. He had a farm, and I painted some animals and everything. He put that on his farm, in the barn, and he loved it. I used to paint, but painting every day, no.
Yeah.
No. But now I'm painting every day.
Yes, you are.
So how long has that been going on for? You've been painting every day about 3 years. You said?
3 years, yeah.
It's our third
my
season.
Yeah, my third season, and I've seen a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people.
Sounds like it's a good change, though.
For me.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me. I think it's a blessing that I came back to this because I love it. I could paint for days. And
His life was such heavy.
I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and 6 o'clock I'm here and I could paint. It doesn't matter,
His work was so heavy. It's like in the fisheries, in the lumber,
Yeah.
Well, I used to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, go to work for 7, come back 6 o'clock at night.
They're very vigorous.
And then I used to go back the next day. And I have to drive about 3/4 of an hour to go to work.
It was Pleasant Bay, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be familiar.
Yeah.
Pleasant Bay, yeah.
Hasn't been, so. But now I enjoy it. I do what I want. I mean, I'm busy at it, and my wife, she's working with the handicap. So, and we got a boy that's handicapped. He's 31 years old.
My son,
His son, yeah. So we don't need a babysitter. I could paint here and take care of him, and she's working at the.
It's a good life.
So,
Yeah.
It's a good life.
but I love it. But I've seen a lot of nice people. I've met a lot of people.
Yeah.
90% Americans.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
90%.
And the first couple that bought folk cards from me, the first that when I opened, they come every year buy some folk cards from me.
Yeah.
An older couple from St. Marie, Michigan.
Yeah,
They did the
St.
trip
Marie,
again this
Michigan,
year. They're
yeah.
older, my
They
God.
called me
Yeah.
for
They
Christmas.
follow the trail.
Yeah. Every year.
Every year they
Oh,
come.
yeah,
They
yeah.
even came this spring.
I gotta find the picture because
That's-
they sent us a picture of
They came this spring again.
That seems to be the way with people, though. They come once and
Yeah.
they don't come much again,
Yeah.
or they come like
Well, what
once
they
and
said
then
was that a lot of people say you go to galleries, you can see, but you don't see the artist.
yeah.
That they were nice enough, and I forgot how to use my visa. There you're showing me how to use my visa, but they sent their home and
Oh,
not
yeah.
this one, but this is Harvey's,
Yeah.
and these two are Harvey's.
Yeah.
So they sent us a
Yeah.
picture, and I think that's very exciting when they do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we met a guy from BC. And he came. He was in Halifax, and then he got me to the guy that book, and he called, and then he wanted to meet me. He said we bought a lot of folk art and we don't see the artist, but he said, "Yeah, I would like to meet you." So he came down. He stopped at the deck. He went all around the Cabot Trail. At 6 o'clock at night, he was here.
He
Yeah.
pulled in here like
Pulled in here.
Yeah.
the law was chasing him.
Oh yeah, he was unbelievable.
And that's kind of what I'm trying to do, like by visiting as many of the artists and basically getting your story from you, and then I don't know what I'll do with it, but I just think it's you're missing something, and some people don't take the time or don't want to take the time to
Yeah.
find out more about it,
Mhm.
even though they may be interested.
Because small towns are just one on the wayside,
Yeah.
and very
Well, that's what's so great about this. You know what I mean?
pokey people. They're
Yeah.
getting to be lost in the crowd.
Yeah.
I would never go back to the city myself. I
Yeah.
love this one.
Yeah. That's
In the winter, he'll haul it in the house because
yeah.
it's a little too cold, and I miss him. So he's allowed in the house with the art in the winter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Play my guitar and sing.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I
Oh my
do.
God.
Guitar player.
I go sing at the old people's home
Oh
sometimes.
The old French song.
Yeah.
That's where I go.
Yeah.
By myself.
I do the same thing.
Is that
Yeah,
right?
Nice.
at home.
Yeah.
But there's so many old folks home, I actually get paid to do it.
Yeah.
They have so much money down there. That's the only good thing about being there, is that you can make.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, unless around here the only way you can do it is if you get a good job with someone else, or if you're creative and find an outlet that people are interested in. And like you said, usually it's Americans.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but usually it's Americans who have relatives here at some point.
Scotia
yeah.
to go apparently they're closing down the talent show tonight's the last
Yeah,
night. So
tonight's
you
the
should
last
go to
night.
the tavern and sing tonight. It's supposed to be the last one, but I think they'll coax Jerry to come back.
Yeah.
So local, it's funny. They do it at the Dorman Tavern on Thursday nights,
Yeah.
and whoever wants to do whatever.
Yeah.
And then they'll show it on local TV on the Sunday afternoon.
yeah.
Especially the old folks, they just live for
Yeah,
that, you know,
yeah.
because they're housebound.
Yeah.
So if you're in town, go and sing.
Yeah, I've been there before.
They go and
a few
sing
times.
something.
Yeah, you go sing, yeah. You enjoy yourself.
I've sent a few people over there. I said, you know, I said, if you're shy, don't worry. You'll leave town before you'd ever televise.
exactly,
So go and knock yourself out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to hear Arthur Muse play the other night.
Oh,
Yeah.
I read in the paper that he had that. So
Yeah.
he was raised on the island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was up. My cousins have a place over in Belcote, and they usually have a party after the St. Joseph Des Moines concert, and
Yeah.
he played there. And I've heard him play a few times before, but there was a big stretch there when he wasn't playing a lot.
Yeah.
So.
The young Brent O'Coin is copying his style.
Oh yeah. I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's not a bad style to copy.
No, but I mean that's
Yeah. Oh,
he's
his
reliving
eye-
it because he's got
well,
such a style.
He's such a good player. I mean,
He's a good dancer too.
Yeah.
He's a good step dancer.
Oh, yeah.
It was really funny last night watching him at this. We were at this little other party, and a friend of mine is up. A friend of my cousin's that plays Irish bagpipes.
Oh yeah.
And Arthur loves Irish music, and he was
Yeah.
just sitting there next to him, just like in awe, you know.
Yeah.
So,
It's very
Oh, it's
sharp.
nice.
But I read in the paper that he got up and played at the
Yeah.
so I hope that he starts to do it again.
Yeah.
He's gotten a little bit arthritic
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah, I know. I heard that.
So Harvey used to say, boy, if I could play like Arthur, I wouldn't be doing fishing.
But yeah,
It's hard life.
Yeah.
yeah,
He's scared of water and he's still go fishing.
yeah,
He doesn't like the water, he doesn't like fishing.
yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, I
Yeah, I
guess.
guess you have to.
So where do you get your ideas for most of your stuff? They just
In my mind, it's just like when you wrote a song. When you paint, another painting comes to your mind, and that's what. Yeah. I could copy a lot of people if I wanted to, but it's no good for me.
yeah,
It's something I won't do. I'd rather quit. Yeah, my cousin Bill Roach, like he's carving, you know, like there's a lot of people in Cheticamp. That's what they do. They just go and then they copy everything. Like, you know, matter of fact, I had one coming here last week. The first time she was coming here, and it's going to be the last time. She came here, and then her husband came the next day telling me she did the lamp and she did something else. So it let me know that she was copying my stuff. So it's not too nice, but what can you do?
Well, the thing is, this is a studio, so you can always close your door.
yeah.
Not a gallery.
Oh yeah,
Locals aren't going to be the ones that are going to be supporting this place anyway. They don't. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
don't. They just come to copy.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
too nice.
yeah, it's not
No.
nice. But they did what she did, but I mean,
Yeah, that's
but
kinda-
everything
Put
is
her
coming
name
to
down.
mind. Yeah.
Yeah. But you can see, as you said, you had a farm for a while. Lots of farm scenes.
Oh yeah, farm fishing.
Well,
I
Cheticamp
did
itself, that
fishing.
was a lifestyle too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His father had been raised in the Capouge, you know, with the expropriation of the park.
Yeah.
Well, his father's, well, I guess, it would have, but he was an adult then, but his parents
Yeah.
had the home.
Yeah.
So they were expropriated and they landed on Cheticamp Island.
Okay.
So they had fishing and they had farms. and
Yeah,
everything.
farm hunting. That's what we do.
Yeah.
We did the hunting, we did the fishing.
Your
and-
father was, his father should have been living in the 1800s. He
Yeah.
was a hunter then.
Yeah.
Tell us some of the things he used to do. What did he do with the shoelaces? But,
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't he snare rabbits with shoelaces?
Yeah,
How did he do
shoelaces,
that?
rabbit, and then partridge, and
Yeah.
yeah.
With the shoelaces.
Yeah.
It's amazing, like how you could get by with like.
I think there's some Indian blood in the family way back, and
Yeah.
he
He had a gun just like Daniel Boone.
But-
And somebody
Yeah.
somebody shot a deer, and then the only shell they had, and they didn't kill the deer, they just hit him. And one of the guy took the gun and hit the deer in the head with the gun and broke the back of it. And then he had to put a nail. He put a nail, and the nail was like this. So he had to put a nail so he could hit the shell, so the shell could go off. Well, we had some time, some
I
fun
don't
with
think
that.
of Davy Crockett when you tell me about your dad.
Yeah, he
What was your dad's name?
Nelson.
Nelson.
passed on, yeah.
That's in Camus, yeah.
What, I'm not, that's not a name I've heard a lot, Camus, is that,
That's right.
Oh.
are there many of them around? I mean, I don't know.
Oh, they should in France and some in Newfoundland.
They were, there's a Camus family, they brought Camus, but those that can't say Camus.
Okay.
And, yeah, they were on the
Yeah.
Carouge family.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And I'm always thinking it might have been an Irish base to it. Because I remember seeing an Irish name, it was Matt Camus.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking,
Maybe.
you know, but
Yeah.
they were supposed to all have come from France. But yet France and Ireland is not too far.
No, and
I'm
then you,
thinking in the originality of the
Yeah.
name. I'm
well, you
wondering if
never
it
know.
wasn't Irish.
Around here, there was Irish down in Marguerite. Someone could have married someone, and then
Yeah.
the
That's
name
right,
comes,
yeah.
and that person still speaks French,
Yeah.
and you know,
Yeah.
next thing you know, the name's there, but you know, there's not much of a knowledge of.
Because Camus was one of the, well, he wasn't one of the 14 founders, but it was right up there from the early families. So, but to me, it just sounds Irish.
Yeah.
But
And
my-
I'd seen them, I mean, McCamus was so close to the looks of it, so
Yeah,
I thought
I
maybe
just-
someone was hyphenated sometime, I don't know.
I just didn't know.
My great-grandmother was Indian. Yeah.
Now,
So,
Bill is a Roach, but his mother is his aunt, and she was a Camus. So
Okay.
he's got Camus blood.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not, like I said, my mom's Scottish, so I've been digging into that side, and it, you know, this is what I love about Cape Breton. I could spend the next 10 years down in Waikagama or Escazone digging into some of the history there, and the same, and you know, it's just like, how do you do it all, you know? And
My
I'm
daughter started doing that on the internet, tracing her family. My mother was, her father was McClellan, and she was Basker, and the Baskers
Yeah.
of Inverness
Yeah.
are our family.
oh, really?
Yes.
Your
Mother, my mom.
yeah, because I a good friend of mine in Sydney who's passed away, Tommy Basker, was a harmonica player, and
So he
his
did
people.
pass away. We saw him in the video of Cape Breton. He passed away. He would have been a
Yeah.
cousin to me. I've never met him.
Yeah,
Remember the video
Yeah,
we
yeah,
saw?
yeah.
It said Tommy Basker. I
Yeah,
didn't
he
know
was
where he lived.
10 singing, playing around.
He's passed.
yeah, he passed a couple of years back. Yeah,
Yeah.
got the cancer, and he just,
Aw.
yeah, it was pretty
And I
bad.
didn't even know where he lived.
Yeah,
So that was family.
yeah, he was a good. That's what I figured. He was from Inverness originally. So.
Yeah.
And there's this young Stephen Basker. Now he plays guitar and moves whatever. I think he lives around Lake Ainsley now,
Yeah.
I think. So he's a cousin to me. His father was my mother's first cousin. They were raised together. So that's Scottish, and then my father was a bourgeois.
Yeah.
So I'm mixed.
Mhm.
Mixed up.
Yeah. Well, aren't we all in
Aren't
some
we
way?
all?
Yeah, we're just a
Yeah.
different
Great.
mix.
It's
Yeah.
great.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's
But that's what it is. Camus.
yeah.
Camus, yeah. Show me the painting that's on the burlap. I did a painting for my sister that live in New Jersey, and
She's coming this weekend, I
she's
think.
coming home, yeah. And
You
I
did
did
something
that on a
different
piece of
for her.
burlap.
You did a burlap that
Oh,
people
yeah.
do the hook rugs on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So he painted it on it just to see. It takes forever because it really takes in the
Paint,
painting.
you have to use a
But
lot of
it
paint.
makes it look like a hook rug.
It
It's
does.
a different texture
Yeah,
to it.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
very
I did
nice.
that.
Now my favorite thing about him is the quills on the line and his barns.
Yeah, yeah. Can I get a little shot of that? If that's okay.
Yeah.
That's lovely. Oh yeah, right there's. When I was down David Stevens last time, he had a nice painting of Peggy's Cove, which is saying a lot because I hate Peggy's Cove, just because it's so packed with people
It's
all
probably
the time.
too
and it's
commercialized. I bet you it is.
Yeah.
and so I wasn't. I was very surprised. It was very nice. He does lovely stuff.
Yeah.
But that's beautiful. Yeah, I love the farm scenes. I'm sitting here trying to figure out which one I like best.
The farm scenes are some of my favorites.
Yeah, especially like me as a kid growing up on the farm. You know,
Yeah.
my grandfather had not Clydesdales, but he had draft horses. And,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
It was.
But it's the same thing to me now. He's got the picture here. Now to me, when I see that, that's me on the swing. You know what I mean? Like Uncle
Yeah,
Edward.
there's a story on every
You know,
painting.
That's the kind of.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
certainly didn't have the
There's a
playgrounds
story
they
of
have now.
everything.
We had a piece of rope over a
No.
tree, and that was it.
There's
Over
a
the
story on
days.
every piece that you make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it must bring back memories for you too as you're
yeah.
doing them. You know,
Lots of memory. Yeah.
remind you of specific people and.
Yeah.
So you used to say that this area was very open field kind of a thing. You used to do the hay with
We used to make hay up
Leo
the road
and
there.
Scott,
We used to
no.
make, it was all field.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's all.
The kids used to participate a lot back then.
I used to too.
I used to
make
do it for
hay.
the cost of a glass of Kool-Aid from my
Oh, yeah.
aunt.
The thing is, I quit school. I was only 14 years old. I had to quit school because my father was sick. He had asthma. He had one lung. So I'm working since I'm 9 years old.
Yeah.
And I had to quit school. I was 14 years old because I was the only boy in the family. And my father was so sick that some days he couldn't do it for himself.
Yeah.
We had to work, and especially in the winter time, we had a lot of snow. And the road was sometimes blocked for days and days before we could go out.
Yeah.
If we had to go to the hospital, we had to take some horses and sleigh and drag them out there.
Yeah.
So,
And they didn't all have telephones either.
no telephone, no. We had the first telephone at the main road.
Yeah.
You
To
know.
trudge over there in the winter to even get to the
Yeah.
phone.
Now, what would you be doing for food in the winter? Would it be mostly stuff that was canned and preserved, or would you guys have a farm out here with
No.
No.
We kill deers, rabbits, everything you could. Mom used to cook them, and we used to put that in jar,
Yeah.
and then we used to put them in the snow.
Yeah.
So to provide
Didn't you do it
that.
under the moss?
In the summer, yeah.
In the summer, keep
Yeah.
it cold.
Oh yeah.
That's what we used to
You
do.
said that was the most delicious thing.
Oh yeah,
The,
that was,
the deer
yeah.
meat was in jars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything was in jar, yeah. We
Yeah.
used to, was.
Of course, you'd be picking your berries. There's still all those people out there are all picking
All
berries. A
picking
lot of blueberries on the island.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like in the summer, that you pick everything, and then it was the fisheries. There was a little fish village up there, so we had the fish for the winter, and we kept a pig or two, chickens, and that's what. Life was hard, but it was a beautiful life.
Yeah.
Now everything is
You
go too
used to have
fast.
to go into and cut the wood, but it just really was just odd branches.
Yeah,
You still have that little charrette
yeah.
you used to pull the wood in?
Yeah, we went for firewood one day, and my father passed under a big tree, and he just he stayed there. He couldn't get up because he hurt his back, so I had to put him in that little,
It's a little cart, we call it charrette.
yeah. So I had to carry him home with that. I was only 9 years old. What a day.
It's still kicking.
Yeah,
The
what a-
swelling was gorgeous, or whatever, fix it.
Yeah.
We had some rough time, but
It sounds like a painting there, eh?
yeah.
Honest to
Yeah,
God.
everything is. That's why when I paint, everything comes to mind, and it's be nice because I relax and it's nice. Yeah.
Now, how much you usually paint a day? Do you paint more during the winter, or?
Oh yeah, I could. It depends. If I'm steady at it, I could do. Be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He started doing these magnets this summer, and they're just, you can't keep up. with them.
Those I could do
Free
8 or 9 a
magnets
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't keep up.
Yeah.
Do you find people buy smaller pieces a lot?
Small
The
stuff, yeah.
certain, the older people will go for the big, more pricey
Yeah.
items. The people with kids tend to,
Yeah.
they all say it's for the kids, it's for the kids. A
Yeah,
couple
yeah,
of people buy things for Christmas.
Yeah.
But the kids love it. There was this cute little girl that had just come. It was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Emma. I remember her name, Emma.
Yeah.
Was it her birthday or no? It was your birthday last year.
It was my birthday. Yeah.
And she'd gone on a whale cruise with them.
Yeah.
She came in here and saw pictures. Well, similar to that, the whales.
Yeah. With
Yeah.
the whales.
She went nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he gave her a little carving that he hadn't put on the picture yet, that cut out of a whale that was going to be in her room. I think she got a picture of a whale
Mhm.
for her bedroom. I think that was going to be the motif. So they say it's for the little girl's room, God
Yeah, yeah,
knows.
Yeah.
Yeah. How I mean, how are you making the pieces like these here with the are you doing one at a time, and then like you do painting the back part and then putting the bottom part on, or is it you see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I'm carving. Yeah, I'm carving,
So-
and then I put the
See,
yeah.
he's got some there that are
Yeah.
look at the bottom.
Okay.
Shelf.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
So then it's just kind of
It will be
Yeah.
a one-piece thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I like those because I don't think I've seen people doing that
No,
much.
nobody does.
Yeah,
No,
that's
nobody
what
does.
got my
No.
attention at first.
No.
I
I
was
don't know where
like,
you saw it, if they all start to go to
Yeah.
work.
No,
Well,
nobody does that. No, well, I'm the only one so far. I mean, I never seen people doing this, and I went to a lot of gift shops and I never seen them.
Yeah.
He's been told
Especially
that
the
too, that
Ski-Doo. A
art
lot of
looks very
people.
different.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the thing for me, being someone who's like my house is full of it. you know, and
Yeah.
my wife loves it. And
Yeah.
to be in someone's house in Sydney and see something that you're like first of all, I was like, geez, something that doesn't look like everything else, something I really like that I haven't never seen before. Here I am shooting interviews. I was like,
accessible.
yeah,
It's
exactly. And I
accessible.
was like, all right. So yeah, no, that's definitely what
Yeah.
drew me at first was the layers. You know, it just
Yeah.
gives it a different feel that you
Yeah.
don't.
That one behind you, the skidoos, people love that, because
Yeah.
they do a lot of skidooing.
Yeah.
A lot of people fancy that one.
My cousins could do a lot, and they would like that.
Yeah.
What I enjoy too is knowing that his art is just scattered.
Yeah.
It's so exciting. And this summer, we had one from the West Indies, and
Yeah.
he was going off to the West Indies with one with little knickknacks. I thought that is
Yeah.
so exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, how do you feel about that? Because that's going to be odd. Because your art's going places that you'll probably never be.
No, I know.
You
I
know?
Yeah.
It must be interesting.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah. Yeah. I
must
like it.
make you feel good.
Yeah, it made me feel
Yeah.
good. It made me feel good so I could at least make somebody feel good with my stuff. I mean, you know, I paint and they come and they buy and then I like it because I know they're going to like my painting. That's what I like to please, you know, and I like to meet a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people in 3 years.
I love sitting here and watching their reactions
Yeah.
because it is different. I
Yeah.
haven't seen it either. And some of them are really full part connoisseurs and they go
Yeah.
all over and they'll
Yeah.
come in and say, I haven't seen anything,
Yeah.
you know, like this.
And Maud Lewis is one of my,
Well, she has such
She's
a
the
wonderful
best.
spirit.
yeah, I will never be able to.
But you
It's
shouldn't
the
have-
way she was, it's the
Yeah,
way
yeah.
she
But
was.
that's what
She overcame.
Yeah.
She overcame.
you know. But that's what I like about your stuff is that you know it's like you can tell that you.
Yeah, I don't try to be better than others. I
Yeah,
don't
you
try, to
be yourself.
I just be myself. Like when I go and I sing a song for you know, just I don't try to sing like everybody else. I sing like I want to sing, and if it's okay, it's okay. If it's okay, it's not okay.
Indian song. You know.
Yeah, painting the same thing. I do my stuff, and people that I don't try to be somebody else. I heard a lot of people say, "Oh my God, your stuff looks like Maud Lewis." I don't want to be Maud Lewis. Maud Lewis is the one of the kind, and I'll never be close to Maud Lewis. But I mean, I love this work, and I just do my stuff and people like the stuff that I do. So
Really, but to
I
me,
don't-
Maud Lewis is not so much. Her work is wonderful. It's a childlike.
yes, the way she
Brilliant.
was.
But it was her spirit. I mean,
Yeah.
she was there,
That's
she could
right,
barely
yeah.
hold the brush.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
now, and I mean, that's her house when it was standing. And there's
Yeah.
Everett beside that. A friend of ours gave that to us as a little.
Yeah, it's a
She went
style.
away about the thing.
It's a style that I love.
And to me, like
Um,
her story that house could fit into this one, and yet she met her husband because he put an ad that he wanted a housekeeper. Now, to me, that is so cute.
Yeah.
A housekeeper
Oh, yeah.
he wanted, well, he
Yeah.
wanted a wife is what he
Yeah,
wanted.
yeah.
But their story is just so sweet, and,
Yeah.
and she was a bit shunned by her family, so
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
he was her
Oh,
savior, you know.
Yeah.
But that she kept doing what she kept doing,
Yeah,
Yeah,
she-
well,
and selling the work, and she put the price up to $5, and she felt guilty.
I know.
Guilty.
Well, that's
Imagine
the
trying to
thing,
get your hands on her stuff now.
But that's the way it seems to be, though. It seems to be that if you're someone who's caring and a good person and doing stuff that comes from the heart, people feel odd about doing that the way she did. But at the same time, it's
People could see what she couldn't see, and they saw the value in her work, and a lot of people took advantage.
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's the worst thing. That's
Oh
why
yeah,
you
that's
know.
yeah.
They
That's
took
right.
advantage.
That's why it's good that you didn't have much stuff at other galleries, right?
No, I
He
don't think
doesn't
so,
have
no.
any at all. He's got that shop in PEI just for the, because it's a
Yeah.
different, it's a different province.
Yeah. Well, it kind of keeps control of stuff too, and you know what I mean.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like people will take it. I mean, Joe.
Because if I
Try
put my
that.
stuff in other places, first of all, they charge too much. They charge about 35% that they sell it, and then
And the tax. That brings the price too high.
yeah, and then it's too high. It's I don't like that. Last year, no, the year before, I had some stuff at Bear Roach, and last year I didn't put any, and I didn't put any this year because you have to put the price too high. So
Yeah.
I don't want to, yeah. And what's is bad about this part of a lot of, especially the American, they go places and they charge. The painting is $200. They charge them $200 American money, and that's not nice. You know,
do that.
It's not like, and in Cheticamp, that's what people does.
Cheticamp, you can go to some restaurants and they have 2 menus. One for the tourists, one
Yeah.
for the locals. Now,
That's not
again,
nice.
an order of fries is an order of fries. So
Yeah.
you have to pay $1.50 if you tell them you're American as opposed to $1 if you're down the road.
Yeah.
They take advantage and the
Yeah.
tourism is going down and they have nobody complaining of themselves.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's
Now, for us to have something here in town, first, like you said, the shopkeeper's gonna put 35% and everybody charges tax except us.
Yeah.
So why should a tourist go down the road, pay maybe $100 more than if he came in here himself and saw?
yeah. Well, I
Same
mean,
word.
the other thing I think you guys probably do is you weed out people. I mean, you weed out people that aren't really interested. You know what I mean? When they see the sign, if like I did, if you turn
You
off
have
the
to go out of
sign,
your way.
you're going to
Oh,
go
yeah.
there for a reason. You know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's right, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And most people are kind of receptive and kind of must know what they're doing, whereas those galleries, people just come in to browse, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
that's
they just-
right.
and
Yeah.
stuff made in Tokyo and Hong
Yeah.
Kong, and it's just not,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah, well, it's got no
full-on.
sense of place to anything they do, you know what I mean? It's
You
missing.
come to a place, you expect this, it's the same thing, if I go to Italy, I expect Italian stuff,
Yeah,
you know, I don't think that they're realizing that, how unique they are,
no.
but I like this setup.
Yeah, no, this is nice. This is what my friend Murray in New Waterford does a little bit different. He doesn't,
I'm sure I've heard his name.
people don't come to his house. He's got stuff at Roaches and he just, but I'll go to his house and he'll
Is
have,
he the one that does the bag lady?
yeah, yeah,
No, I knew the
Yeah.
name.
yeah. He's got, he's done some funny stuff too, and he's done some bigger pieces, and he's just a nice guy. His shop, I would say it's a little bit closer in than this one, and maybe a little bit longer, but he's got it all painted polka dots, bright polka dots all on the inside. The outside, his neighbors don't even know he does anything.
Oh, for us,
Yeah.
the fun is outside.
So you look from the outside, and it looks like a raggedy yard. You never know
Yeah.
anything because he just
Yeah.
likes it that way,
Yeah.
and he just, he'll
His
keep
fun
his.
is,
Well, it's the same thing with you guys. though. Remember how you said people keep coming back?
Yeah, yeah.
It's the same with him. People know about him. He has pieces that he's done that he keeps there. People will come and they'll show him, and they'll usually leave with it.
yeah.
And that's what he likes meeting the people. I sit out and have coffee with him. He's just a nice fellow. But anyway, everybody who does this kind of stuff around here seems to be,
A lot of people are jealous of the lifestyle, but you worked hard since you're 14 years old, 10 to 14 years old, and now, to me, he's got a gift.
Yeah, well,
and,
no,
and
exactly.
God conspired. His arm is sharp,
yeah.
so there he is.
I can't
Joe
paint
Norris
without
was similar.
painting. I won't be able to paint if my painting won't be like this. Like I have to
Yes,
put my painting
yeah.
here.
Yeah, is
On
it
these,
because
you
you're?
can't do
It's
it.
here.
Oh yeah.
Well, Joe Norris, he came into it because he had this big heart attack. So
Yeah.
that stopped him
Yeah,
from
that's
doing
right.
what he was doing.
Yeah, that seems to
And
be.
I'm sure if Maud hadn't been all crippled up, she would have been doing something else.
Yeah, I guess
You
that
know?
must be a reason for.
Maybe never questioned.
A lot of people go picking blueberry. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they does.
Now that one's gonna,
Massachusetts.
no, there's gonna be no place for the people that visit for truck.
No.
Am I okay where I'm parked out there?
Can you turn?
We'll take this time.
No. So that's the. So Camplin came. Well, he came twice. He came 3 times, is it?
He came over the winter.
Came early this spring.
It was during the Mikaram in March.
Oh, yeah,
Because
yeah.
we're getting ready to go and sing with the old folks in
Yeah,
March.
yeah.
He came here and then
Yeah,
I
well,
was
we sing for
here.
him in the house.
Yeah, we did, that was fun.
Wanted to turn.
Oh yeah.
And
Well,
then he
well.
came here and I wasn't here, I was working, I guess.
Yeah,
And then the last time he had gone,
yeah.
pick strawberries.
And he said he'd be back, so.
Yeah.
Ambi, va du bon vin. Mais nous autres, nous y sommes, et non, Amis s'en va, voilà guégué. Je passe demain, voilà la, demain je m'en vais. Mais nous autres, nous y sommes, et non, Amis s'en va. J'ai aperçu un moineau là, pas dans un coin, voilà guégué. Je passe demain, voilà la, demain je m'en vais. J'ai aperçu un moineau là, pas dans un coin, qui confessait 3 filles, oh le, verre à la main, voilà kéké. Je passe demain, voilà la, demain je m'en vais. Qui confessait 3 filles, oh le,
heart surgery, so I wasn't able to do much. And Joe McKinnon's place burnt down. And Carl Sampson, which used to be one of our main suppliers,
He passed away too, didn't he?
yeah, supposed to be down on Saturday with some arts, and he got killed on Friday in a car accident. So it's not been a good year.
Not for folk artists.
No.
This is a nice shop you got here. It's like really well put together, you know?
I built it myself.
Yeah.
It worked, but it's way better than what I used to have.
Yeah.
And
Well, it gives you
built
some
it for the height here.
Yeah.
And Big Fisherman.
Yeah.
I made that.
Do you do many of them anymore though? I know you used to do them because I've seen. Okay.
But then I started feeling so bad with my...
With bigger pieces with the chainsaw first, and then.
I take the excess wood off with the chainsaw. And then after that I use... But it's mainly with the mats, you know?
Yeah.
Chopping away until I get it down to... Because I had a guy in here, Brent, Landry, and he had an ability at doing that kind of thing. And he came into my studio and he started with a block about the size of that, and he started carving it with a chisel. Chisel. And I didn't ask no questions. I just let him go. Out of that, he carved a block that big. He carved a piece about, you know. So I said, why did you chisel it all away? You know, because I said you could have done 10 carvings.
Yeah.
In the time you took away the excess wood.
Yeah.
So I said the way I do it, take the excess wood off with the chainsaw.
Yeah.
Demain je m'en vais. Qui confesse être pris, oh le verre à la main. Commence par la plus vieille pour en savoir plus lent, voilà kéké. Je pars demain, voilà demain je m'en vais. Commence par la plus vieille pour en savoir plus lent. Mon père, je m'acquise de là, voir fait souvent, voilà kéké.